There has been this growing concern about the quality of science for the last 20 years. In fact, many years before that, I think there was a tiny group of people that were very interested in what it means to do good science and come up with answers about the world that are both valid and reliable. And there's been an increasing stress on this in the last 10 years, particularly. And what has happened is that there's been a stress on the answers themselves in terms of making sure that people do all of the work to make sure that they are doing a good job. And those that are not doing a good job are often getting called out. I don't think that that is the right way to go. And let me explain what I mean here. I think what is actually truly going on is a cultural aspect where people are choosing to do poor science in order to prove that they need to get ahead or that they somehow have to be further along than what they truly actually are. My belief is that it's not the science itself that is fundamentally flawed, but it's what we're teaching people in terms of you need to get ahead at all costs. And if you don't get ahead at all costs, then you are somehow a failure. I have been stressing for a long time that even if you did research and you did a PhD program and you failed halfway through, it doesn't mean that you are a failure. And I don't even like those terms anymore. I think what it means is that you were trained, you did a very good job, it was extraordinarily rigorous, and you had to go find something else that is perhaps better for who you are as an individual, and you will grow and develop as an individual. All of that stuff that you learned along the way, regardless of how much you learned in this sort of process that I went through, you're still going to take that with you and you're still going to do amazing and incredible things. And I think for all of us at every stage, we have to de emphasize what it means to get ahead and to get that publication or to get that grant and just say it's the process that actually matters. And if you get back up and you keep trying and it feels not great every day, that means you're probably doing the right thing. And if you feel like you're weird and everybody else is getting ahead of you, it probably means that you actually are doing the right thing. You know, one of the problems with this is we have almost like a large prison of dilemmas problem, where if we all collectively agree, then we're going to be all better off. But the problem is I might actually agree that we need to change the norms and we need to change the culture and make sure everybody is doing above all else good work, and then you're talented if you step out of it. But if there's one person that defects, then that whole system falls apart. And it makes it so it's challenging for anybody to really do good science because you have to be the lone nut. You have to stand up and say, yes, I'm slow. Yes, I'm not where I thought I would be, but I know to the best of my ability, and I know it's not that great, to the best of my ability, I'm trying to do as best of science as I possibly can. I'm trying to do as good of research as I possibly can, given the resources that are at my fingertips. And that last little bit is extraordinarily important because if you start looking around, you'll realize that we don't have the same resources. Everybody has different resources. If you go to a much different institution than perhaps what you're at, you're going to realize that they have way more or way less resources at your fingertips. I remember listening to a podcast once, and the guy was talking about a study that he was validating, and he had 8 research assistants that were working on it, on this study. And I was like, what the hell? 8 research assistants? I'm lucky if I get one, maybe. And even then, it's like, ooh, I don't know. You know, that's the challenges that we have to face is that, you know, this is a slow and tedious process. And if you don't, look at it and you say, I'm going to build something that's beautiful. I'm going to build an idea that's like Michelangelo's David. And if it takes me a long time to build it, then that is okay. The last thing that you need to really realize is, or the last thing that you need to do is to think that if you do this quickly, then you will be successful. Because what ends up happening, and trust me, I live that every day. I know that feeling. I'm not speaking from somebody that is completely inexperienced or somebody that is idealistic or rose-colored glasses or any of those things that you're probably discounting me at this moment. I'm speaking to this as I have to fight this in my own head. This is a very much a narrative that I deal with every day in my own head of what it means to do good work. I have to say, nope, I'm going to do the best that I possibly can at any given time. And it's slow and it hurts. And everybody else looks like they're getting ahead beyond what I'm actually doing. And man, do I ever want to cry sometimes when I go. You could watch all of these videos. You could see I'm very deeply, I've got 10 years of videos now. If you don't believe me at this moment, then I don't know what I could do to make you believe me. It is a process where you have to stand up and say, I'm going to do good work. And if that good work is not good enough, I'm okay to leave. I'm okay to find many other wonderful things in this world. And I'm extraordinarily talented. If I went in the private industry right now, I would probably make double or triple of what I'm actually making at this moment. And that's a lot. That would be a lot of money. And I have to realize that I am that good. I've seen many people that were in similar positions as me go into private industry and they're doing much better than me. But I have to say, okay, I am going to do good work because this is a choice. It is something that actually matters. Where you step back and you say, I need to do good work at all costs. And if it's not good enough to the domain, then F you. I am going to do good work. And that's all that matters. And I think that that is one of the most challenging things that you have to learn. Many people, in fact, I would say that half the people never learn this. And they take a step back and they say, I'm going to get ahead at all costs. And then you see problems that exist repeatedly. And there's nothing you could do about it other than wish them well and say, good luck. To the best of your ability, just say, good luck. And may Godspeed, may, I love you, all of those things that just wish you the best of luck to somebody that is going to be expedient. And just hope that it doesn't destroy the world around them. And I think the more that you take this perspective where you say, I'm going to work on myself. The only thing I can work on is making sure I do good work and I care and I am talented regardless of what actually happens. And the more that you practice that, the better off you will be. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.